This is one of the most requested reviews on this channel, Versace Eros Energy. We're going to cover many things in the review, including the scent profile, performance, versatility, and of course, we're gonna take it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. And before we start, if you wanna support the channel, you can buy a sample at my store, scentpilot.com. We are still running the holiday sale to the end of December. Use the code BF15 to get 15% off your entire order. Without any further ado, let's get into this review. So before we discuss Versace Eros Energy, I briefly wanna go over the original Eros so we're able to understand the relationship between these two flankers. So the original Eros is going to strike a nice balance between fresh and sweet elements with a combination of apple, mint, and vanilla. The other flankers in this line, including Flame, Eau de Parfum, and the Parfum, are going to take this DNA right here and they're going to add a bit of a twist. For example, Flame spices things up with black pepper in the opening, but in the dry down, it's going to come back to the original Eros. On the other hand, Versace Eros Energy smells nothing like the original Eros. In fact, if I had a random person smell this fragrance and I tell them, what fragrance line do you think this belongs to? I guarantee you 99.99% of the chance they would never guess Versace Eros. That's how different these two fragrances are. In fact, Versace Eros Energy is going to smell like another popular fragrance called Creed Aventus Cologne. It pretty much takes the core foundation of this fragrance and adds a bit of a modification. If you're not familiar with Creed Aventus Cologne, it's pretty much going to be a flanker of the most sold niche fragrance on the market, Creed Aventus. Now, Creed Aventus had a very bright pineapple opening with birch and woods in the dry down with a touch of smokiness coming from the incense. Creed Aventus Cologne is going to be very similar to the original. They make it brighter, fresher with some additional citruses, and they also remove the smokiness. Upon first impression, when you spray on Versace Eros Energy, it's not going to remind you of Aventus Cologne. In the opening, it's going to smell like lemons. It's pretty much going to be the dominant note in the opening. But as the fragrance starts to dry down, that's when it's going to smell like Aventus Cologne. So the best way to describe Versace Eros Energy, it smells like Creed Aventus Cologne with a prominent lemon opening. Now, because this one smells like Aventus, it's going to spark two schools of thought. Some people are going to be very disappointed in this release because it may come off a bit repetitive, maybe a bit redundant, and at this point in time, the Aventus DNA is kind of copied by a lot of other brands. So this one here, following suit in that direction, may disappoint some people out there. On the other hand, some people will view this one as a positive if they're looking for an affordable alternative to Creed Aventus. So it really depends. Some people may be happy about this release, and for some people out there, it may be a bit of a disappointment. When it comes to the performance, I get a solid 7 to 8 hours of longevity with really good projection, which is very impressive for a citrus-based fragrance. For the first couple of hours, I get a solid 2 to 3 feet of projection. This is going to be very attention grabbing. You don't want to overspray this fragrance because you don't want it to come off cloying or offensive. For the next 3 hours, the projection dials back. You're going to get a scent bubble with about a half a foot to a foot of projection. Around that 5 hour mark, it becomes a skin scent, and around that 7 to 8 hour mark, it's going to be faded. So again, guys, for a citrus-based fragrance, this is going to offer some solid performance, 7 to 8 hours of longevity with pretty good projection. When it comes to the versatility, this is going to be in the S tier category, signature scent worthy and Swiss Army knife certified. It's fresh, it's clean, plus it smells like Aventus, which is a very versatile fragrance. You can wear this one in the fall, winter, summer, and spring. It's a fresh and clean fragrance. You can wear it all year round, but in my opinion, that bright citrus opening makes it more suitable for the warmer weather. When it comes to the office or any professional environment, you could absolutely wear this fragrance. It's fresh, it's clean, it's very professional, but I would advise you not to overspray this one because it has really good projection and you don't want it to be offensive. When it comes to the gym or any sporty activity, this one here is going to be a great choice. It's uplifting, it's energetic, it's very fresh, but 2 sprays with this one is going to be enough. When it comes to date nights or any romantic situation, this is also going to be a great choice because it resembles the Aventus DNA. It's going to be a tried and true formula. When it comes to the clubs, this is also going to be a great choice because of the strong projection. And when it comes to the suit and tie or tuxedo, you could absolutely wear this fragrance. Plus, it's Versace, so it is going to add a status element. So when it comes to the versatility, this is going to be in the S tier category, signature scent worthy and Swiss Army knife certified. And of course, we took it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. Let's play the footage.
Do you like this more than the original?
No. No.
Do you like the red one more than that one?
The red one?
The flame one.
The flame is decent, but I prefer the blue bottle.
And this one over the red one or no?
No, the red one over this one.
So this is not your favorite out of the blue and the red one?
No, not at all. This is the last blue, red, and then this one.
This one.
For me,
Done.
yeah.
From Life Behind Grips himself. The guy that shoots all the women's reactions.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I don't know what it feels like to be on this side of the camera,
There
but
you go.
let's get back to business.
Let's get back to business. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, how are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this new men's fragrance?
I don't understand. Can you
What do you speak?
French?
Ok, je parle un peu français.
Ok.
Je suis un influenceur de parfum.
Ok.
Puis-je avoir votre avis sur ce parfum pour homme, s'il vous plaît?
Pour homme?
Pour homme, oui.
Oui, c'est bon. Ouais.
C'est bon?
Oui.
1 to 10. 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this as a score?
8.
8, okay. The fragrance we showed you is the new Versace Eros Energy.
Okay.
It smells like a lemon, like a
Ah,
limo.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
Yeah.
That's it, merci beaucoup. Au revoir, bye-bye. I'm a fragrance influencer. We have a new men's fragrance release. Can I get your opinion on it?
Sure.
You can take it. Give us your honest opinion on it.
Oh, I like that.
You like it?
Nice, yeah.
What kind of man do you imagine wearing this one?
I'm sorry?
What kind of man do you imagine wearing this one?
Earthy, classy.
Classy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this one as a score?
I think I got it an 8.5.
8.5, solid score. The new one we showed you today is going to be Versace Eros
Oh,
Energy,
okay.
which is a very uplifting, fresh lemon-like fragrance.
Yeah.
So one more question before I leave and that'll be it, okay?
Okay.
Is there another men's fragrance you like that you want to share with us or we should know about?
No, I'm sorry.
It's a common answer, no worries. Well, thank you so much for your time, okay? Have a good day. Yeah. Let's ask them. Hi, how are you today? Good, good, thank you. I'm a fragrance influencer.
Okay.
And we have a brand new men's fragrance. Can I get your opinion on it real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. You can take it, smell it, give us your honest opinion on it. You like it? Okay. And what about you? It's nice? What kind of man do you imagine wearing this fragrance? You said a toxic man?
I actually don't know. I'm thinking like a rich, classy.
A rich, classy? Okay. Elegant.
Well dressed.
Well dressed. Is he still toxic?
Go with that.
Okay.
That's the vibe.
Ralph Lauren kind of guy. So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this one as a score? And I'll reveal the bottle afterwards.
8.5.
8.5. What would you give it as a score?
Yeah, I'll go 8.
8, okay. 8, okay, so the fragrance we showed you today is going to be the brand new Versace Eros Energy. This is the one that Channing Tatum is currently advertising. It's going to be a fresh lemon citrus forward fragrance. So before I leave, I got one more question and that'll be it, okay? Is there another men's fragrance you like that you want to share with us or we should know about?
The 212.
By Carolina Herrera. Okay, clean, fresh fragrance.
My favorite one is the Versace one, the blue one.
Versace Eros?
Yeah. Oh, or the Chanel one.
Blood of Chanel?
Yeah. Blood of Chanel.
Blood of
Yeah,
Chanel?
that's one, yeah.
That's the second most sold men's fragrance today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for your time, okay? Have a good one, okay? Thank you, bye-bye. Hey, good afternoon. How are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer, and we have a new men's fragrance here. Can I get your opinion on it real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you. You can take it, smell it, give us your honest opinion.
Oh, that smells really good.
Okay.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah,
I like that.
What kind of man do you imagine wearing this one?
Like, wait.
Strong man.
Strong man?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
A
Strong.
strong man, like a confident man? Please, go for it.
Knows what's up, knows what he's doing with his
Knows what he's
life.
doing.
Like, do you make this?
I didn't make it. No, it's a popular brand.
What brand is it?
I'll tell you right after. So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give this one as a score?
7.5.
An 8.
8, 7.5? Okay.
Yeah.
So the fragrance we showed you today is going to be the brand new Versace Eros Energy.
Wow.
This-
That's really pretty.
It smells to me kind of like a fresh lemon in a way. I'm getting a lot of lemon off this one. And it's also the one that Channing Tatum has been promoting. Okay?
Channing Tatum.
You love Channing Tatum?
Yes.
Okay, one more question before I leave and that'll be it, okay? Is there another men's fragrance that you like that you want to share with us that we should know about?
I don't know. Like, I guess Dior.
Dior Sauvage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like that one too?
So I'm gonna go with that too.
That one is always like 50-50. They either love it or some people are just not the biggest fans of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good fragrance. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. Okay, have a good one, all right? Thank you, bye-bye. I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this new men's fragrance?
Your first,
It's a new men's fragrance.
yeah, I don't know.
Smells good.
Smells good?
I don't
It does.
understand
What
why
kind of man do you imagine wearing this one?
people that are
Want to smell it again? You can.
don't live in
A lawyer, maybe. I
A
don't know.
lawyer? A law-abiding? No, so maybe like a classy guy, maybe
Yeah.
grown,
Yeah.
has his life together.
Yeah.
Okay, so from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score? If you want to smell it again, you
Really?
can.
A 9.
A 9, that's a really high score. So it's going to be the brand new Versace Eros Energy,
Amazing.
which is like a fresh and clean fragrance, very focused on lemons. And this is the one that's being promoted now by Channing Tatum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love him.
You love him? So one more question and that'll be it, okay? Is there another men's fragrance that you like that you want to share with us or we should know about? Pressure's on.
That's crazy. Why?
No clue? It's a
There's an Abercrombie fragrance.
Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. It has like a man on the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So
classic.
basic, probably, but
No, it's classic. It's a classic. One of the best. You know, the malls used to smell like it a lot back in the day.
yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, have a good day. You too. As you can see in the footage, guys, this one got some really good scores. Everything was 8 and above, except for one 7.5. Women were saying that it comes off classy, elegant, like a man who has his life together. So when it comes to women's reactions, I believe this one has a very good chance of pulling compliments and positive attention. So what's my final verdict on Versace Eros Energy? Let's put the bottle down and get serious. So believe it or not, guys, I've had this fragrance in my possession for the last month. And I refuse to do a review on it because when I first got it, I was highly disappointed. As some of you may know, Versace Eros is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It is in the Mount Rushmore of fragrances for me. If I had to keep 3 fragrances for life, Versace Eros is on that list, I guarantee it. So when they announced that there's going to be a new flanker, I was highly excited. I ended up blind buying it because guess what, guys? I love this line. I love the Eau de Toilette, the Eau de Parfum, the Parfum Flame. So when I get this fragrance and I spray it on, it smells like lemons. And I'm like, okay, well, let's wait for it to dry down. Maybe it is going to lean closer to the Eros DNA. But then it starts to smell like Aventus and I was highly disappointed. And that's why I refused to make the review on this fragrance because I didn't want to approach it from an emotional perspective. I wanted to look at it from an objective perspective. So I decided to wear this fragrance for a couple of weeks. And I have to admit, after a couple of times of wearing this fragrance, the scent profile is phenomenal. It has a very addictive quality, it really does, that I wanted to reach for this fragrance more and more. So the scent profile is solid. The performance for a citrus-based fragrance, it is also solid in that category. Versatility, it's signature scent worthy. Women's reactions, you saw it in the footage, guys. Everything was 8 and above except for one 7.5. As far as the 4 criteria that matter to me: scent profile, performance, versatility, women's reactions. This one checks all the boxes. The only gripe that I have with this fragrance is the marketing. If this was a different fragrance, I would have liked it. But because it says Versace Eros, I'm like, really? I expected this, so therefore I didn't get what I wanted. And that's why I didn't do a review because again, I was looking at it from an emotional perspective. I think this should have been a Versace Pour Homme flanker because that line technically takes cues from other fragrances, adds a twist on it. The original Pour Homme smells like Chanel L'Homme Sport. Dylan Blue smells like a blue fragrance. Oud Noir smells like Tom Ford Oud Wood. You get what I'm trying to tell you. This could have been Versace's take on Aventus. Throw it in the Pour Homme line. Perfect, good to go. I'm sure the reception on this one would have been positive. When this one comes down in price, you're able to find it in discounters like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington. This is going to be a steal of a deal. Is it my favorite Eros? No. This is my least favorite, honestly, because again, I love the original Eros DNA. But if I was to remove the Eros title from this fragrance, this is a solid release. Solid fragrance, man. I have to give it credit where credit is due. Although I'm not a fan of the marketing, it checks all the criteria of being a great fragrance. So therefore, this is a phenomenal release and one that I highly recommend you sample or try. I said it. So hope you enjoyed my review of Versace Eros Energy. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below for a video you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can buy a sample at my store, scentpilot.com. We are still continuing the holiday sale to the end of December. Use the code BF15 to get 15% off your entire order. Thank you.